All right, here we are. Give me a moment while I kickstart Firestorm. I'm going to be comparing Firestorm and Alchemy and talking about the differences, mostly what mattered to myself the most, and or what I notice the most. Firestorm is it's been out a long time. Well, I don't know the history of both of these viewers honestly. Um, but Firestorm's a more power user viewer, and has pretty much any option or configuration appearance wise that you could want. It covers all the bases. Alchemy is, well, I haven't really used it all that much myself, but it is more like LL's viewer in appearances and does offer quite a bit more options than the regular SL viewer. All right, well, this is me. Get my AO, my client AO running here. Got it set default on static poses, but then I run the animations most of the time. So I have these are static, breeze, body language, a few dances, another body language set, yet another body language set, a set for it's a sassy AO from Maureen Kelly's what's it? Goodies. I don't remember the name. And some. Well, I won't go into all of my AO sets. One thing that I notice. Oh, another thing. I've matched up the majority of the settings as far as graphics. I usually run a frame rate cap on Firestorm so that it just doesn't burn through my GPU and heat up the room. But I've turned that off so that we can see the max frame rate for both. Well, I don't think Alchemy has a frame rate cap option. So we're on even ground. Going to start out with a more usable draw distance while I'm at home. And then we're going to pop over to Elysian, a place full of textures and homes filled with mesh objects and an outrageous amount of things to torture a viewer with. All right, so the most thing that I miss that Firestorm has that Alchemy doesn't is the ability to walk solely with your mouse. So right now, and I'm pivoting my camera on my avatar, and Alchemy does this. I just recently figured out that it did. But on Firestorm, you can, while you're holding the left click on your avatar, you can also right click and you'll walk forward. Like this. You can notice on the no board, the visual display of the mouse and the keys that I use mostly for moving and camera control. It has the mouse buttons highlighted as I'm using them. So yeah, you hold the left click first and then the right, and you'll walk forward. If you right click first, you'll get the context menu. Now, I am used to Firestorm's implementation of separate M windows. I don't think all my friends list is loaded. But anyway, yeah, I started him here just to get an example. See, the M's and notifications populate in the chiclets. That's what they're called anyway, down here at the bottom. And they highlight when an incoming M comes in. And you just take care of all of that down here. You can keep it docked. This is just one of the many options that Firestorm offers. You can set this up many different ways. You can use the old conversation panel, like in the Viewer 1 style, or you can do it set like this. You can keep it docked, or you can tear it away. It'll stay there as other M's come in. Now let me open up another one here. Oops. All right. So if both of them are docked, it'll just toggle from one to the other. But if I want to keep one open, it will keep that one open after I tear it off. And yeah. So yeah, frame rate is enough. I have a 120 hertz monitor capable of more than enough frames than most people would ever see. Well, with shadows enabled on Second Life. I've got, let's see, shadow resolution set at 1.6, so 6/10 higher than usual. LOD is 2.5 for objects level of detail corresponding to distances. And that's 5/10 greater than default. Just for a little extra room for having things appear correctly at distance. Another thing, it's not. I mean, I could go through. I could go through all kinds of options, but Alchemy doesn't recognize the land, the parcel, quote hack end quote, or setting Windlights. You can put this gibberish at the bottom of your parcel description and as you walk in and out between parcels, it'll automatically switch. I'll give an example. Gotta love that run. There we go. And so yeah, that's the region default, or yeah. And then when I walk back over here, it will do that. I also have it set for different elevations, so I can go up here to my skybox, and I have that set to a very low ambient wind light, so that my lighting really pops up here. All right. Another thing that I recently noticed today is, I'll just edit something nearby. Oh well. Yeah. Firestorm offers automatic conversion between RGB, LSL, and hex for tinting things, and Alchemy only offers RGB. So, like if you need an LSL code to fill in to customize a script that you're using for colors for a HUD or whatnot, I don't know how to do that. So I would probably just go back to Firestorm and do that. All right. Cancel that so I don't mess something up. Even though, yeah, tints cancel, but textures do not, as far as I know. Well, no. Textures cancel too. You just can't undo them. Yeah. All right, let's go back down. And we'll pop over to Lesion real quick. Oh, wait. Do I need to do that. Okay. I didn't know if I captured it or not. Switching between viewers using the Windows capture, so I have to manually switch within OBS, and I didn't remember if it grabbed it, so I don't know if I'd have to do this all over again, which probably would be a good thing since I'm just freestyling. This is not scripted. All right. Try to set my noise gate for my mic appropriately. So if I make weird noises while I'm... Anyway, okay, let's go. I just recently cached both viewers at Elysian, so my download isn't all that great. I suffer some pretty bad packet loss. I only have 15 megabits per second. I've tried all kinds of different max bandwidth options, higher and lower, and it still suffers. All right. History. Here we are. Yeah. I was about to say something, but never mind. It's really, must be a lot of humidity in the air here. I can't see anything. All right, I do have, yeah, shadows are enabled, and I'm going to leave them on. I don't know how many projectors are around here. If I was in Firestorm, I'd probably turn, and wanted shadows, I'd probably turn it just to sun and moon, because they projector shadows, they do impact pretty heavy, or it seems like they do. Kind of like avatar shadows. You used to be able to turn those off and just be in shadows under roofs at places, and without having to have a low ambient wind light set, and your frame rate would go up significantly after disabling avatar shadows. All right, I'm gonna crank up the, oh, there we go. Now we got some stats, or a bigger uh, display of the FPS, even though it is in the upper right corner, and my current temps. Yeah, for anyone that's curious. And GPU speed, megahertz, percentage used, memory being utilized on the RAM and the GPU. Yeah, memory's right here, 3,410 megabytes on the GPU being used. And we're at about 70, between 75 and 95% load on the GPU right now, which is pretty good for Firestorm. Well, it'd probably be lower if I had the shadow resolution down. And we're rocking 32 frames per second at 64 meters. I'll close this and get it out of the way. I have both of them set at, both viewers, that is, set at 16 for max non-imposter avatars. So 16 three-dimensional avatars. Sky for both viewers is at 48. Don't need all that detail for the sky. I don't. And yeah, a little bit here and there makes a difference. All right, I'll close this. Yeah, hardware settings, both viewers are set at 2 times for the anti-aliasing, or however you pronounce that. Okay. And I'll close this. Oh, wait. I'm just going to bump up the frame rate. What? Let's go 368. 368. Yeah, look at that. All right, let's zoom out a little bit. Or, I don't know, does it zoom or does it move? All right, I'm going to change Windlights because I can't see anything. Let's go with my home Windlight. Same one. Nah, I want it clearer than that. There are all these trees. But, I mean, we could go ahead and leave. I mean, it's 8 frames per second. That's, well, yeah. I mean, yeah, look, I'm running over 300 meters draw distance, so it's pretty ridiculous. Oh, we've got company. I wish there was an option to make the look at text larger. There may be. I mean, well, besides scaling the UI. But there's another option. Can't have too many options. Nope. It looks good. But yeah, it's really choppy. I reset that. Really choppy. We're gonna put Alchemy to the test and see if it can, see how much better it can do. I'm running a Intel 4790K, overclocked a little bit. Still 49, or I don't remember. No, it's right here. It's 4590 megahertz. And a 1080 Ti. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to pop home first so that I'm not logging in amongst all of this. There we go. Oh yeah, that's the way we want to look. Let's see. Where's my house at? LOD. Oh, it's my draw distance, I bet. Yeah. Yeah. Do a little voodoo magic here. There we go. LOD, let's bump that up. Yeah. Alright, that's fine. Yeah. Good login settings so that I'm not overwhelmed with downloads. Okay. Be right back. It's going to go black for, I don't know, 15 seconds. And here we are on Alchemy. I've removed all the toolbars just for a cleaner look. God, kind of like to get used to using the top menu and the shortcut keys just for a nice clean look. But it's still cluttered with HUDs, so, and even more since I don't know how to get this client AO working on this viewer. I've tried it. It doesn't recognize. Well, I've only set up walks and stands, and I figure it should work with just those two, because that's the majority of the things you're going to do. Anyway, open inventory here and Ctrl+I, add a HUD. I just recently set up an AO HUD. HUDs AO. Yep. Add. There we go. Oops. All right, we can hide the chat. We don't need to see that. right now. I wish you could leave this open and not have that. Or does it flash all the time? Or is it only when the nearby chat window is open? See, this is a lot like LL's viewer, where with the conversation, I always keep clicking myself and, well, clicking objects on myself. Okay. So you have the regular conversation window, but I like to break out the nearby so that I can have the nearby separate from M's. And a lot of times I'll just keep this closed, and I do have M's set to pop up, so I should be notified. All right. So not much difference in frame rate at home. Let's look at, just double check here, graphics, and let's go to, where is it? World, environment editor, environment tools, rendering. See, I have resolution set at 1.46, so a little bit lower. Let me bump that up to where I had it in Firestorm. It makes a pretty big difference as far as the shadow detail and impact on your frame rate. Let's see, graphics. Let me look at advanced here. So yeah, right now we're at 64. 16 non-imposter avatars. Let's turn Sunny Moon and projectors on like we had it in Firestorm. Yeah, particle count. Sky is mid. I don't know. Different units of measurement there, so. Is it somewhere else? I don't know. Environment. Midday, okay. Got a cutoff of text there, and it won't expand down or scroll down. So, yeah. Lighting, atmosphere, clouds, atmosphere. Let's see. No, we don't want to mess with that. Last time I logged out, I set it on the Windlight that I usually have. Well, what's set in the parcel description. So, just so it's the same, I just set it manually. Draw distance 64, level detail, that's the LOD for objects 2.4. That's as high as it actually only goes to 2 in this menu, but if you go to debug settings and render volume, right there. So yeah, I set it to 2. Let's go and bump it up to 2.5, just so it's the same as we had it in Firestorm. I also have changed my camera angles. If you're interested in it being more at your avatar level, I'll just show it for a moment. You can pause it if you'd like to change your settings. Where is it at? Alternate camera settings and more. All right, here we go. All right, so yeah, in any of these, yeah, I think mine is currently the second one. So just enter camera offset rear view into the search there and set for those axes. And yeah, it'll lower your camera and you won't be looking at roofs when you walk in homes. And I also disabled the teleport sound and a few other things. If you'd like that note card, give me a message and I'll send it to you. All right, let's head over to the places. Teleport history. 2 days ago. Teleport. All right. I have Alchemy seems to have different settings for shadows. I've tweaked them just a little bit just to make them a little bit more crisp. I do like the blur they have set on them. It makes them a little bit more realistic. But I'm sure Firestorm has the same settings in Debug, but they may just be named differently. Or I don't know. Maybe not. All right. So we're already. I see. What? Okay. Yeah. Let's fix our draw distance. Well, let me just hang out a little bit and let it. I don't know. Let's be rough on it. I mean, I'm already. Look at that red bar. That's my packet loss. Yeah, let's go ahead and open preferences, and we don't even have to do that. Just go smooth, slide right on up here, and 368, wasn't it? Well, doesn't click on 368. Let's just, yeah, 384 is close enough. Level of detail 2.5. Yeah, I think that's just about the way we had it. Rendering, lighting, and look at it. It's I can actually cam, and it's relatively smooth still. And it'll get even smoother, I bet, as things load in. It's a little choppy while things are loading, but after they settle, it's much smoother. Or is it? I don't know. Look at it. Just look at it. Yeah, zoom out here. Just give it hell a minute. Ooh, what the hell was that? Oh, that's those meteors that they have set. They're just not rezzed in so that they're animating. I tweaked with OBS pretty much all evening, trying to get a good size to picture quality. And I settled on a, what was it, CPQ, or I don't know, setting of 30. So it's still going to probably be a couple gigabytes and take me all day to upload. At 1.2 megabits per second upload speed. So not a whole lot of difference in FPS. Well, once you get down in the teens, 2, 3, 4 frames per second is a big deal. I'm going to change the Windlight just to make things a little clearer. It comes with some different sets here called Zen Hat or something like that. What we got? pitch black. That's pitch black. Whoa. Smooth spot. That's not really what I'm going for. Shine. Realistic day. Wish it wouldn't disappear like that. Let's just toggle through a few. That's kind of cool looking. That's not. Yeah, the last one was. Whoa. I'm making strange noises with my lips again. All right, here we go. Something different. Tentacles in space. No. Out of surface. Out of service 2. That's nice looking. All right, let's zoom out a bit. Yeah, where are we at? 384 meters on draw distance. I'm going to invade someone's house just to get up close. Is that okay? Not a lot of headspace in here. Well, oh. Not a whole lot of light. Let's see if we can do something about these textures. Probably putting a pretty big strain on the download. The draw distance this high. Manage, de-render. Don't see a texture refresh. Build. Oh yeah, refresh. Okay. Just smaller word. Yeah, that helps. A little bit more. Well, it's pretty damn smooth in comparison. Pretty limited by the download speed as far as what most of you are used to. I don't know. I'm not most everyone. All right, let's try something a little clearer. I don't know. Didn't aim for this video to run too long, and I may have bored the pants off most of you already. God Rays test 4? No. Rested. Let's see. Rainy Forest. Blaze. I was hoping I would, recognize, hoping I would recognize something that I tried the other day. Well, it won't let me just browse. I'm just going to jump over to default just so I can see details. Is that too plain? Sorry. It's a very nicely furnished house. Look, we can see house on the island and the mountains, and we're still running at 16 frames per second. Plus, there's 20. Well, house is in the way of all the other stuff. If you move the camera facing the ocean, then yeah, it would be really fast. Or faster. Having a viewer like this makes you want to explore more. Yeah, I didn't cam over to that part of that. That's probably on a different sim, so I don't have those textures cached as much as over here. Don't even remember seeing that bridge last time. There was another bridge next to the Lux that I liked. There it is. Yeah. I took a photo of that actually. Well, several. All right, I'm just going to wrap it up here. I think we were in the 8 or 9 frames per second range. Now we're jumping between 12 and 20, 12 and 20, or somewhere in there. But yeah, usable, usable frame rate at these settings. All right, I'm just going. Yeah, I'm done. I'm going home. Here we go. Yeah, y'all don't have to come with me. Y'all have been there. Oh, is there a home button? Teleport home. There we go. There we are. Right. I'm not good at this stuff, like talking and trying to host and all that, but just threw myself on you and went at it, and I'm also not really accustomed to. Oh, the draw distance is still set high. Wow, look at that. Anyway, not accustomed to capturing videos, so it took me a little while to prepare for this, and especially the mouse and keyboard visualizer. Don't know if that's any benefit to you or not. Yeah, my daybed and doll case aren't resed yet because I'm trying to load the whole damn sim at one time. Also try to keep this video relatively clean as far as visuals and vulgarities, words. Try to avoid the vulgarities. You know what I'm gonna log out. All right, or I'm not logging out. No, I'm just gonna stop recording this. All right. Bye-bye. Be good.